Beautiful people. It's our 12 odds. It's one of the most exciting videos that I always do. A video I'm very excited about. I have taken time to analyze a total of 8 matches that will be played on Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, these matches comprise games from the Europa League, from the Champions League, and also from a few other leagues. Well analyzed, really taking time to analyze them. But what I would encourage you to do is you can go through these matches. Once I'm done taking you guys through, you can select the ones you want to. You can edit the slip, whatever you want to do. I did a similar 12 odds for my second channel, and what happened was that every game on that ticket clicked. It was only one game, and that was the last game in the collection, the last game that was played in that particular list. That was Barcelona Bilbao that did not click. But every other game delivered, and the cash out offer was good. So you can just put something small on it. You can edit it if you are not comfortable with some of these games. But this is done to help you have a good idea of how to look at the games that will be played this Tuesday and also on Wednesday. And without wasting time, let's get into it. But before we do, make sure you like this video. It's very important that you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. It's very important you subscribe to this channel, and make sure you join our Telegram channel. It's in the pinned comment section. So let's get into it. Now, the very first match is from the Europe Champions League. It's a game involving Manchester City and Copenhagen. And to understand the prediction, we need to look at Manchester City at home. It's interesting that Manchester City averages 2.5 goals at home, and they always score 2 or more goals on their own whenever they play at home. Okay, and it's also interesting that the first leg of this particular fixture ended in Manchester City winning by 3-1. And now Manchester City is coming to Etihad, and there's only one thing you can expect. You can 100% expect Haaland to get more goals, for Copenhagen to also grab probably a consolatory goal or goals at the end of the day. Copenhagen away from home also averages 2.5 goals away from home. And again, as I said, their head-to-head shows that this is a match that produces goals. So the prediction is simple. We are predicting over 3 goals. Over 3 goals for this matchup. So we are saying this game will produce 3 or more goals at the end of the day. So if the game ends in maybe 3-0 or something, or only 3 goals are produced, you won't lose the bet. But why I'm going for this option is that it's very likely to happen. That's one. And also the odd 2 is fantastic. So the odd for Manchester City and Copenhagen to produce over 3 goals is priced at 1.56. The next fixture we have is from the Europe Champions League. It's a game involving Real Madrid and RB Leipzig. When you check Real Madrid, this is a team in good form. 5 matches played, 4 wins and just 1 draw at home. And that draw was when they played Athletic Madrid. A very shocking draw. You expand further to 10 games, and it's interesting that Real Madrid has won 9 out of 10 games at home, which is very fascinating. You expand further to 15 matches, and they've won how many? They've won 13 games and drawn just 2. The other time they drew a game or lost a point was when they drew Rayo at home. You expand to 20 games, and they've only lost 1 game in 20 matches at home. That's massive. So against this RB Leipzig team that has been in a shambles away from home, and in view of the fact that Real Madrid went to RB Leipzig and beat them by 1-0, there is only one thing you can expect. You can expect Real Madrid to come out on top in 90 minutes. So I'm predicting a straight victory for Real Madrid. Real Madrid to win this game convincingly in 90 minutes at odds of 1.60. The next fixture we have is from the England Championship. It's a game involving Middlesbrough and Norwich. When you check Middlesbrough averages 1.5 goals at home. And they've also scored in 4 out of their last 5 away matches. 4 out of their last 5 home matches. When you check Norwich, Norwich averages 2.5 goals away from home. They've also managed to score in 4 out of their last 5 away games. Now, why this match will be important for both teams is that Middlesbrough or Norwich is position 7. A win on Tuesday will move them, right? Remove them into the top 6 promotional places, right? Which is something they will really, really be excited about. Middlesbrough is position 14. All hope is not lost. If they're able to pick a point or pick 3 points, they can, hopefully believe that they can make the top 7 before the end of the season. So it's going to be a very, very intense game. It's a game that Middlesbrough will give it their all, because at this point of the season, they need maximum points. They need the 3 points to see if they can quickly catch up, because if they win and they get 3 points, then they will be able to move closer into the top 10 places, right? Or closer to the top 10 places and potentially into the top 6 after a few other games. It's going to be very intense and exciting. So what we are predicting is simple. It's a game that will produce goals nonetheless. And our prediction for this game is that this fixture will produce over 1.5 goals. So the odds for this game to produce over 1.5 goals is priced at 1.24. The next game we have, again, is from the England Championship. It's a game involving Southampton and Preston. When you check Southampton at home, it's interesting that this team averages 2.5 goals. In fact, Southampton has averaged 2.5 goals in their last 5 home matches. Preston has averaged 2.5 goals in their last 5 matches. And Preston has also scored in 4 out of their last 5 away games. And when you check their head-to-head, the head-to-head shows that it's a fixture that produces goals. They've met in recent times, and there is always goals. And what's going to be really, really significant about this game is that we have Southampton, a team that is position 4. Southampton knows that they cannot misbehave at this point. They need 3 maximum points for a chance of making it into the top 2 so they can qualify automatically. So they've already lost points and they cannot afford to lose any more points. Preston too has a chance of breaking into the top 6 for promotional games into the Premier League. So it's going to be a very, very intense fixture. A fixture that Southampton will give it their all. Preston too will give it their all. And when that happens, the only one thing is certain, that there will be goals. And these are 2 teams that score and concede. So given the fact that Southampton has lost their last 2 home matches, they'll want to bounce back with this game. And the interesting thing about Southampton is that they score in every one of their home games. They've managed to score in every one of their last 5 home games. So the prediction is simple. We are predicting that this fixture will produce over 2 goals. And the odds for this game to produce over 2 goals is priced at 1.27. The next game we have is from the Europa League. It's a game involving AC Milan and Slavia Prague. AC Milan at home has been very consistent. They've played a total of one sec, guys. We look at AC Milan when they've played at home, and when you look at the last 20 games, or let's say the last 10 matches of the last 5 games, and you see that they haven't lost a single game in their last 5 matches. When you expand further, the last time they lost a game at home was when they played Atalanta, and it was in the Coppa Italia. They weren't really interested in that Coppa Italia, to be honest. You expand further to 15 matches, and the last time they lost a game was when they played this team, Dortmund, in the Champions League. So this is a team in very good form. They know how to score goals. They know how to win matches at home. And against this Slavia Prague team that is equally good, I do expect AC Milan to beat them convincingly. This is the Europa League, and AC Milan has shown its standards that they're a Champions League level club. They were able to defeat Rennes convincingly by 3-0. And against this team, they will do same. They will 100% do same. So for this fixture, I'm going for AC Milan to win outrightly. I'm going for AC Milan to win this game in 90 minutes at odds of 1.48. The next match we have is from the Europa League, Europa Conference League. It's a game involving Ajax and Aston Villa. When you check Ajax, it's interesting that Ajax last five matches have yielded 2.5 goals. They've also scored in every one of their last five matches, and they've also conceded in four out of their last five home matches. Aston Villa away from home has yielded two goals away from home. Their last three games have produced 2.5 goals back to back. We all know Ajax is a goal scoring team. Right? The kind of football they play allows them to score lots of goals and to also concede. And we know Aston Villa too is a goal scoring team. They score and they also concede. So this is a game that Aston Villa will want to pick a positive result away from home. It's a game that Ajax will also want to pick a positive result at home. So it's going to be a very fiery game. And what we are predicting is this fixture will produce goals. It's going to produce over two goals. So we are saying that this game will produce over two goals, and the odd for over two goals to be produced is priced at 1.21. The next game we have is from the Europa League. It's a game involving Karabakh and Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Leverkusen is currently the best team in the world currently. Um, they've given Bayern Munich a 10-point gap in their league. Isn't that impressive? And they'll be looking to winning this Europa League, right? So, given that they already have such a solid lead, point gap lead in the league, I don't think they will rest players in this game. They're going to play with their full squad because even if they lose their next game in their league, they're still going to win the league. They've put themselves in a very good position. And it's interesting that Bayern Leverkusen's last five games have yielded five wins for Bayern Leverkusen. You expand further to 10 matches, and the last time this team drew a game was when they played away to Stuttgart. And you know, Stuttgart is a strong team. You expand further to 20 games, and the last time they drew a game was in September. It's almost getting to 8 months. It's crazy. So against this quarterback team that has lost two times, drawn won twice, and drawn once, there is only one thing we can expect. And they've met before. These two teams met before. That was in 2013 November, in the Europa League itself, and it ended in Bayern Leverkusen winning by a solitary goal. I don't think it's a match that might produce a whole lot of goals, and that's why I'm shying away from the goal market. I think it's a game that Bayern Leverkusen will win comfortably by 1 goal to 0 or 2 goals to 0. So the prediction is simple: predicting that this fixture will will have Bayern Leverkusen win in 90 minutes. And the odd for Bayern Leverkusen to win this fixture in 90 minutes is priced at 1.37. And the final game that we have here is Sparta Prague versus Liverpool. Liverpool is currently interested in winning the league. I think that's where their focus is. But I'm not saying that they won't be interested in winning this fixture or winning this competition. They'll be. But I think focus right now is on the league. That's what I would say. They will want to keep their best players for Europa League home games, home matches that are played at home, and try to preserve some of their best players for league games that would happen over the weekend. And it's the reason why we have to be cautious with this game. So we have to look at it from the goal market. Liverpool has scored in every one of its last five away matches. Sparta Prague has conceded in three out of its last five home matches. So the prediction is simple. I'm predicting that Liverpool will score over zero point 0.5 goals. So the odd for Liverpool to score over zero point 0.5 goals is priced at 1.16. And of course, you have the booking code here. You have the 1xBet and you have the Sporty Bet. And I want to wish you people nothing but the absolute best. Like this video, subscribe, edit these matches, join our Telegram channel, and see you guys again. Bye bye.